So I think this is, I'm right in saying this is your first time at an ECBC event, and you're very welcome here and welcome to the community, but we don't have a cover bond law in Moldova yet. So what's your interest?
Indeed, it's my first participation, actually, first participation of an institution from Moldova. And I'm here because we are very interested, because we are in the process of aligning our legislation to European Union legislation, including directive on covered bonds. And we hope to continue cooperation with you here, so to be able to get back home the best practices.
And the alignment is in terms of the accession planning. And how is that alignment being assessed? How is that process being managed?
We, in December 2023, the European Council decided that Moldova will start negotiations for EU accession, and here we are. We now are actually doing the bilateral screening on different chapters, including financial services. And during this bilateral screening, we discussed with the European Commission also a calendar in which we will adapt and implement all relevant, and only actually not the relevant, but all legislation and the directives and regulation from EU. And cover bonds, we have the plan for 2026. Also securitization, so these are the two important dimensions we are going to work this year and maybe beginning of next year.
And what will that process involve? Will it actually involve primary legislation going through Parliament, or can you do it through regulation?
Should be through the Parliament, a fully fledged process, for the basic legislation. Of course, there may be the case of some secondary legislation to be passed at the level of the central bank, for example, or at the level of capital market regulator. We are very interested in also developing the capital markets, because we really need to offer alternatives for financing for our companies in order to make them stronger and more competitive and better fitted for the European market.
So I think currently the Moldovan capital market is very small.
It's small, but it's courageous. We want to. We will have a bigger presence of Romanian Stock Exchange, Bucharest Stock Exchange, and therefore I hope to. This will open some new opportunities for companies in Moldova to have dual listing, so benefiting of better. Bigger market in Bucharest, also liquid market, and the real benefit for our companies.
And when the cover bond directive came out, a lot of the existing EU countries put in place cover bond laws. Some of them haven't been used, some of them have been used extensively, some in euros, some in local currency, depending a lot on the state of the local mortgage market. So what can you say about the mortgage market in Moldova, its current status?
The mortgage market has significant room to grow. We are currently at 5.3% of GDP, for example. We know that for EU member states, this figure is 10 times, 20 times bigger.
Yes.
Of course, we also have to take care at the pace. We can grow not so rapidly, so in order to ensure a sustainable growth of the sector. But for sure, demand is there. And this is why it's so important for us to make sure that all instruments are there, and risks associated to this market, like any other risk, is well understood and mitigated through specific instruments.
And for the initial transactions, though, expecting it to be domestically issued and.
Well, I would like to see domestically issued first transactions in order to tap internal liquidity. But then, another nice idea and dream, I don't know, would be also to tap external markets. But let's take it gradually. And now let's focus on the legislative part and how to make sure that we draft a very good legislation. Also, as we were talking earlier about simplification of all these processes that are sometimes difficult for companies. And then to be sure that we create the clear framework for companies to participate on either side of this market.
And as a central bank, presumably you're going to align your collateral rules with in the EU. Would you be accepting covered bonds as collateral? Is that an end objective
for sure,
market operations?
For sure, absolutely, for sure. And it should become also an instrument useful for collateral for banks. But yeah, this is a longer-term journey. But we are there. We are embarked in this longer-term journey.
It is a long-term journey. It has been in many countries, but
yes,
you have the community behind you now. It's great to welcome you to the community.
Yeah, thank you. And I count on your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you.